The soliloquy that I chose to do today was the Les Miserables soliloquy from Jean Valjean at the pretty beginning of the movie. And it is a musical, so it may sound a little weird since I'm reading it and not singing it. But yeah, just a heads up, it's a musical, if you didn't already know. Okay. What have I done? Sweet Jesus, what have I done? Become a thief in the night, become a dog on the run? Have I fallen so far, and is the hour so late, that nothing remains but the cry of my hate, the cries in the dark that nobody hears? Here where I stand at the turning of the years. If there's another way to go, I missed it 20 long years ago. My life was a war that could never be won. They gave me a number and murdered Valjean, when they chained me and left me for dead, just for stealing a mouthful of bread. Yet why did I allow that man to touch my soul and teach me love? He treated me like any other. He gave me his trust. He called me brother. My life he claims for God above. Can such things be? For I had come to hate the world, this world that had always hated me. Take an eye for an eye, turn your heart into stone. This is all I have lived for, this is all I have known. One word from him and I'd be back, beneath the lash upon the rack. Instead he offers me my freedom. I feel my shame inside me like a knife. He told me that I have a soul. How does he know? What spirit comes to move my life? Is there another way to go? I'm reaching, but I fall, and the night is closing in. As I stare into the void, to the whirlpool of my sin. I'll escape now from that world, from the world of Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean is nothing now. Another story must begin. So that was Jean Valjean's soliloquy at the beginning of Les Miserables, and he is the main character, so this is just this is his character development. Kind of the signifying moment that he has severely developed as a character. He went from this criminal to this person that wants to start over and have a name for themselves and just be independent and be a good person. So he went to prison for 20 years for stealing a piece of bread, and he came to the priest, and the priest took him in, but the priest caught him stealing from him. And instead of turning him back into the police, he forgave him. And that kind of just showed Jean Valjean that you don't have to take an eye for an eye, and you don't have to turn your heart into stone. You can forgive people, and you have the ability to start something new. And so that just kind of showed him that he doesn't have to stick into this life of stealing. He can make a name for himself, and he can be successful, and he can be happy, and there's no reason for him to just kind of give into life and just allow the world to put so much hate on him. He can fight back and make a life for himself. So he also kind of just talks about how the priest, one word from the priest and he'd be back in prison for another 20, 30, 40 years, his whole life. But he doesn't. So that's just another thing where it's he can be so thankful, and he's this is my chance. I could be in prison for another 20 years, or I could put my all into life for the next 20 years and be happy. And so this is just really important to the story, because this just shows that he's done with that life and he's hiding from it, and he wants to forget it, and he just wants to start over. And that's just how the whole plot kind of goes and builds upon that he is a new person, and he's trying to forget the past and just run away from it and just not remember it. But yeah, so it's really important for the character development of Jean Valjean, because he throws away the old Jean Valjean. He is no longer that man. He is someone new. And so this is just him talking to himself that he has found a new identity, and he is no longer that one person that stole a mouthful of bread 20 years ago. So yeah, it's just a turning point in the story that he is now living his best life, or trying to at least. So yeah.